guys, thanks for tuning in. Happy Star Trek Day. That's right, today is the day when Star Trek, for all intents and purposes, 11 opens theaters everywhere. So I hope you go and check it out. I'm probably going to see it Sunday. So I'm really excited. The whole thing with Star Trek has been, as I've said many times before, has been a very prominent feature in my life and my entertainment value. So I'm very happy about a new Star Trek movie. I'm a little skeptical. I'm reserving judgment. I've read some things about it. I know a little bit about it. I'm trying to keep on the down low on some of it, but to celebrate the momentous occasion of the release of the 11th movie, going all the way back to the days before Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Uhura, oh my god, I really screwed that name up. I'm just going to skip it. Scotty, Chekhov, all those guys. Before they got their big break with Star Trek the Motion Picture, and before the original series, we have this new whole spin on things. And to celebrate that, we have Christopher Pine playing the new James Tiberius Kirk. Now, we don't know too much about Kirk's young years. We're going to find out some more about it. We do know that he was a bit of a troubled youth, mostly because he lost his father. His father passed away in a battle that we find out leads to the antagonist in the new movie. So it's kind of a, I want to get back at him for killing my dad type of a thing. Very, very interesting story. Now, Kirk himself, we know him to be a very competent leader. He's very, very cocky, very arrogant, but has a sense of, belief in himself. He knows that what he's doing is going to be beneficial. It knows it's going to be helpful. He also gets a bit of help from Dr. McCoy and Spock, who help mediate things for him. They're like kind of, you got the good devil and you got the bad devil on both sides. His conscience telling him constantly what to do. So in this new movie, we're going to see the origins of him from a little boy all the way to this man that we see right here. Now, in terms of the figure, again, very nice looking figure. He comes with the silver stand or gray stand or whatever that the young Spock actually came with. Comes with the typical accessories, again, the phaser, which is a nice phaser. It's different than the original, but it keeps some of the same characteristics in terms of, like, say, the long backside and things like that, and it looks more like a gun, as opposed to the new phaser, which was, that little thing. He, of course, has a belt, and I'm just going to put that on here because getting this belt on and off is a pain in the ass. Oh, and there it goes. This one, luckily, was not broken, unlike my McCoy one, which really bothers me. But you have to be careful with it. Again, very thin plastic right there. He also comes with his communicator. That little guy right now goes in the belt. And in terms of his articulation, now it seems to be different with some figures. The old Spock that I have and the McCoy that do not have any articulation in their boot area, whereas Kirk and Spock do, so that kind of troubles me about why they have limited articulation. His head doesn't do much, kind of back and around. Full articulation in the shoulder, in the elbows, all over the place, in the hands. Back and forth at the legs, and at the knee. Both knees. Again, disappointed that they can't move outward, but, yeah, what are you going to do? It's Playmates. Oh, my pants fell down! But, of course, the rubbery abs. This is all rubber again. So, he's wearing a shirt that's more similar to his original self. And I don't even know if that belt's going to see because the belt came undone. And again, thin plastic, so please be careful with it because it doesn't really stay in there too terribly well. And like I said, it's kind of an annoyance. But he wears the yellow command shirt. Now, some people are ignorant as Star Trek works. Now, the shirts do not denote rank. They never did. Even in the new Next Generation series, some people say that it denotes the rank of them. That's not true at all. The shirts denote the different sections that they're in. Yellow for command. Blue is typically known for being science. So doctors, science officers such as Spock, things of that nature. Now it kind of flip-flopped a little. In Next Generation, we saw yellow as being the kind of like the science, engineering, things of that nature. They had yellow. Command wore red, and blue was things like doctors and stuff still. So it, people that work with him, because I think Deanna Troi started wearing a blue. Yeah, she started wearing a blue suit later on in the series. But so the shirts denote the different sections that they're in, not rank. Some people like to say, but I really like these figures. I do have these, so I will be at some point in time. I will be reviewing them. But there we have James Tiberius Kirk. I think my cat's throwing up. There is the young version of Spock. God, hope you guys can't hear that. And he dropped his thing. Dr. Leonard H. McCoy. And of course, the man who starts it all, Leonard Nimoy, as the older Spock. So there's all 4 of my figures. I'm very happy with them. I highly recommend every one of them that I do have, even the other ones. The one thing that I didn't really show on this was this guy's face. He really does look young. He doesn't look like much of a Kirk figure, but it's pretty cool. He didn't, Chris Pine didn't want to. He started in a lot of old episodes, started studying a lot of things to do with Kirk, but the problem is he started copying William Shatner, and he didn't want to copy him. So he changed things up a little bit. He drew inspiration from Tom Cruise in Top Gun, and I believe it was listed as Harrison Ford in Han Solo. So it's a little bit different of a portrayal of him, kind of being a swashbuckler, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. Today's Friday. We're gonna go see the movie. Everybody's gonna love this thing. So until next time, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. This is Optibotimus. Peace out.